Hey, what's going on YouTube? Risk19l here, and I got a Dominion game for you. So yeah. Okay, you saw how we all leveled up to level 3. That's the standard thing with Dominion, but honestly, I didn't even know that you did that at the very beginning. So yeah, but anyways, this is me. It's a Wukong gameplay for you. So yeah. And as a spectator, we can see what they were all doing over here. Let's watch. They were doing nothing. Okay. Well, back over here. We're gonna speed this up some. Alright, now this gameplay was honestly, it was probably the fastest game I've ever played. Because we run over here really quick. Kha'Zix goes to cap the top one with Vi, and I go bottom to help secure this bot one because I see that Teemo's coming over here. So that is really loud. Let me turn it down some. And I just decided to head through the speed thing so I can hurry up. And while Teemo's distracted there with Amalu, I go ahead and I cap this. And Lissandra kind of holds them off, but I do manage to come back and we get the kill. So we end up killing both of them with the help of Malfighting them, and then they lose a person. Now during the game I didn't even realize that they lost someone, but yep, it happened. Then we kind of just spawn camped them, and we all saw that Teemo was over there. We pinged, we were back and forth, and I went in on them and I got chased down, and then Teemo, I flashed right into him. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But it's okay because their Nexus, like the lady just said, was down to 50% health. And yeah, they managed to get the kill on this Kha'Zix and on the Jarvan, but not before losing Lissandra. Unfortunately, where am I at? There am I. There am I. Okay. So I see that they are trying to, go in, so I just decided to go in on this, and I kill him, use my ult, and we get pretty far with that. Unfortunately, Jarvan comes in and I'm forced to retreat. So, I go ahead and pop my W and I just leave. Oh, and then they surrender. So yeah, like I said, that's probably the shortest game of League I've ever played. So, yeah, I will be right back with another gameplay because that was ridiculously short, 5 minutes. And another thing to note really quickly is that if the game does not last more than 7 minutes, you will not get any IP at all. So when we first won this game, I wasn't, I wasn't quite sure as to why that was happening, but yeah. All right, I'll be right back. And we're back, YouTube. Thank you for waiting. All right, so this is actually my side. We have Wukong, Fiora, what's his face, which I actually haven't seen in a very long time. What button is it? I forgot. That's okay. It's Remus, that's what it is. And we were facing a Renekton, Thresh, okay. Moondell, Sedge, and Fizz. Anyways, it's like I was saying before I had to cut it and go to another clip. Dominion games are typically between 15 and 25 minutes, so they usually don't last that long, and whenever you do play a Dominion game, it goes by really, really fast. Like the last one, we rolled them in 5 minutes because that's just how good our strategy was. But unfortunately, you can't be too quick about defeating your opponent, otherwise, like what happened in the last game, you won't get any IP because the game has to last longer than 7 minutes. And so, but you do want to be swift about it, otherwise they can always come back and take over. So, yeah, right here, let me see, what was I doing? Ah, yes. I think I alt-tabbed for a second, but I decided to help Fiora capture this, but then she captured it on her own. So I just went up to top, helped defend it. I think what I was trying to do was I was hoping to get a gank right here. There were 3 of us, so I just, quick harass. And I think he might have wanted to do something, but, obviously he got stopped. And then Sedge goes in. Meanwhile, I am like, I think I was typing there. But, or no, I see what I was doing. I was trying to put a point into my Q, because a lot of times I'll try and do it and it won't work. So, alright, then I go to, start the thing, the garrison thing. And you notice I have this spell, the summoner spell, garrison. You can read it right now, but it's pretty useful, I think, for, Dominion. So, yeah. But basically, we went into cap, and they went in on us, and almost got themselves killed. So, they started capping it. Meanwhile, I, like, kind of watched their backs. And then they went in on me, so I killed them. And then Rengar kind of, like, not sure what he did to gain all the extra life, but, yeah, he did something. Alright, and I don't really know... Hold on. Let me jump back for seconds and see what he did. So, okay. Well, anyways, I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do to capture the boneyard like that, but I do know that when you capture it, the person that captures it gets massive. Like, Thresh is pretty big right now, especially compared to me. Like, not in strength, but in size. He's just physically bigger. So I used my W to get out of there, and then I was kind of sticking around hoping that some of my teammates would come by, but they ended up not coming by and I am forced to leave. So I used my W and get the thing and I just leave. I go to try and get this red thing because I noticed that it gave me the option, and I was like, oh, well crap, now he's caught me. So I decided to fight him. Thought I could, but I couldn't. Rammus comes in and he didn't take the boneyard for some reason. I don't know if that's just like a non-important thing or whatever, but yeah, I noticed that people don't like to take the boneyard that much. So up here, while Jax captured, Rammus kind of held off Rengar, and he did an excellent job of doing that too. So yeah. But back to me, I decided I was gonna go for boneyard, but then Mundo was there, and he is bigger than me right now, even though I'm higher leveled. I was kind of just trying to bait him over here, and then we could go in on him. So I engaged him a little bit earlier, and then I backed off using my W like that. And yeah. So what I was really trying to do there was I saw that my teammate Jax was up top, and he is, we could have taken him, and unfortunately I couldn't bait him all the way, but we were able to bait him and get the Rengar kill while I captured this. And then Mundo comes back, and right there I honestly thought that Jinx thing, I thought that was an enemy Jinx, so I dodged it. But yeah. So we captured it, and I get some CS right there. I'm going ahead and fast forward. I grab that, and then we go to gank Thresh, or well, we were going to, but then they all died. Or sorry, then we saw that there were 3 of them there, so we just decided to kind of back off. Now I should have saved my garrison spell, which is I used it at the other turret, not thinking. I should have saved it for here because they were all here. But then I was pretty empowered, so I just decided to go ahead and run in on them, and I took down a couple of them, I think, or I got the assist. Once neutralized. Yeah, well, I got the assist, and then I noticed him doing this thing, so I stopped, and I was like, what the heck is this? I don't understand. And I tried to do this one, which I don't know really how the boneyard works, because, yeah. But, at this point, my team decided to go ahead and get this, bone graveyard quarry thing back. And unfortunately, Rammus gets shut down and Fiora gets killed, giving him a double kill. So we end up losing that, he ends up losing that Boneyard buff, and then Jinx gets taken out as well. So, but that was a very valiant effort with her trying to kill Fizz like that. Unfortunately, she just didn't have quite enough AD. So I saw that Fizz was being like weird. So I went in on him. He used his thing, and I was like, alright, well screw it. I'm gonna have to try anyway. I tried to get him, they ignited me, and I couldn't get away. So that was a really, really bad decision on my part. Because I was kind of like iffy about it. I should have, if I was going to go in on Fizz, then I should have just stuck to it and committed. Because honestly, I probably could have killed Fizz and gotten a good amount of damage off on the rest of them if I had just committed. You know, he used that move, I believe that's his W, but to get away from me. But that's okay, because with just Rammus and Fiora alone, we end up coming back and wiping out quite a few of them, almost acing them except for Fizz, because Fizz manages to escape. Because, you know, he is the trickster, the playful trickster. And then here I was in base buying stuff. So I'm just going to go back over here. Then, you know, they try and retake the point. But Jinx is kind of just there, stopping that from happening. Meanwhile, they're getting shot from our thing. She does get forced off because of, you know, all the guys that are there. But it's okay because we end up taking back this point. And we get the buffs because we have this side of the map captured. I believe that's how it works, something like that. Renekton kind of overextends, and then they just surrender. So, yeah, that's been the final gameplay, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.